Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to another fantastic episode of Bar Talk. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, happy Thursday, Friday, Monday, weekend, whatever it is, however and whenever you are listening to this, I hope you are having the absolutely best day possible. Guys, it's been a minute since we've chatted, since we've all come here together to talk. So let's just play a little quick game of catch up and tell you about our guests coming up, things that we have coming up, and what to look forward to. Okay. So first things first, I hope everyone had a really good Thanksgiving. I know that it's obviously not the Thanksgiving we probably all had in mind or the Thanksgiving that we wanted. But I really think that this year is making you realize the things that you actually, it's making you realize, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not what you want, I'm really fucking this up. Sorry. This year made you realize what you need, not what you want. That's it. Sorry. It took me a minute to figure it out. So there's that. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. The one thing, if you follow me on any of my social media platforms, I've been doing this big, I wasn't meaning for it to kind of do what it's been doing, but I'm excited about it. Words aren't working today. Maybe it's this gin drink that I'm drinking. I don't know. But I really think it's important, especially right now during the holidays, to be very conscious of where you're putting your money towards, and small businesses matter, guys. Okay. It is easy to go to Target. It is easy to, one click away on Amazon. It is easy to give your money to all of the big box retailers, but guess what? They're going to be fine. Okay. They will be fine. It is the ma and pa shops that need our help right now, especially as the winter months approach. Winter months can be some of the toughest months, I think, for businesses, especially restaurants. So right now, guys, best way to do it is honestly just showing them that you care, showing the support, buying gift cards, purchasing from small businesses. Okay. I've been showing you guys some of my favorite small businesses, from where I work out to where I get some of my everyday clothes from, my best kept secrets in the city, where my new hair did is from my favorite salon Hydrate. No joke, guys, the longest relationship I have with any person outside of my family and like immediate friends is my hairstylist, Jimmy. Jimmy has been cutting and coloring my hair since I was 15 years old. And guess what? I'm going to keep going to him because I leave there feeling like $1 million every time. So yeah, there's that. Another one of my favorite small businesses is Light Your Way Candles. LYW Candles is their handle, and you can find them at lywcandles.com. Guys, I just purchased a bunch of their candles for the holiday season. So any person who is getting a gift from me, peekaboo, this is what you're getting from me. I have lighting right now, and don't worry, guys, it is away from the tree, which means the tree will not catch fire. Okay, there is a little ornament in between to make sure that nothing catches fire at the bar or in my house again. Okay. I have learned my lesson. But anyways, so the candle that I have lighting right now is the Kindred. It's pomegranate, pine, vanilla, and clove. And I am so obsessed with it. I cannot stop smelling it. And I like that it's the wick burning candle. So it has that like crackling sound, kind of like as if you're around a fireplace. It's the best. So guys, I'm telling you, you should totally get the Kindred. The other one that I like too is the bubbly. I cannot wait to open that up. I'm like smelling through the box because it's like so good. That, and then the Winterful is another one of my favorites. So guys, if you are interested in getting a candle, I think candles are the best gift for the holiday season. If you're, I don't know if there's gonna be housewarming parties, but I really think that a candle is like the best gift to give. And you can use promo code BARTALK20 to get 20% off your next order. So head on over there, guys, lywcandles.com and use promo code BARTALK20 to get 20% off your next order. Okay. I don't want to talk about like the Bears because they're just going to make me sad. And I actually am having a good Monday, which is very weird to say. But let's go ahead and let me tell you guys a little bit about our next guest. I've teased him I think I've teased him now twice. So we are having on a former high school classmate of mine, one of my friends, John Arenz. John and I went to De La Salle. We graduated in 2011. I've known John since 2007 is what we figured out. And in the summertime, well, actually, let's put it this way. Today was the 5 months to the date of John's accident. And John was almost paralyzed from the neck down. And that's definitely a situation that will make you see things differently, and a situation that will wake you up and make you look at the world completely different and kind of make you reevaluate some stuff. And even though John is still on this path and going on this journey, and he's not where he wants to be yet, I can tell that, but he has come such a long way in 5 months. And I just think about it. I'm like, God, where's he going to be in a year? Where's he going to be in 2 years? Like, I think, only he knows that. And honestly, I don't even know if he knows that. Like, I think only God knows that, or whatever the higher powers that you believe in. But I'm so excited to have John on. I'm so excited for you guys to hear his story. I think you're going to take a lot away from this conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the reason that you guys are all here today, get ready to pop open a beer. Do we pop open a beer? Crack open a beer. Crack open a beer sounds better. Get ready to crack open a beer. Pour yourself a glass of wine and put some gin in a rocks glass. That's what I did. And get ready for Bar Talks conversation today with my buddy, John Arenz. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Chef's kiss.
I can do that.
Yeah. You couldn't do that before?
No, I couldn't even move my hands or anything. Like my hands were like this, just all curled up and everything. It's crazy.
So are you going to be doing chef's kiss now, all the time?
I'm going to be doing everything with my hands. Just what you guys need, I'm ready.
I love it. Okay. So tell me first off, what are you drinking?
Some BLs, Bud Lights.
Some beers. Okay. So I thought I had beer, and then I looked under my bar and it magically disappeared, which meant someone in my house drank it.
Roommate.
It's fine. So I whipped up a gin drink with some LaCroix. So I'm either really going to like myself or really hate myself. And either way, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too. So
John, cheers. Thank you, darling, for coming on in.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, no, I'm super excited.
You might be the most uninteresting person you'll have on here. So
I find that very hard to believe, and I know you're trying to sell yourself short, but let me kind of paint the scene. So for people who are going to be either listening or watching, you and I went to high school together, known each other now since, I don't know, 2007, somewhere around there. Unfortunately, the beginning of July, I believe it was the 3rd. Was it the 3rd?
It's actually 7th. Today's the 5-month anniversary of my.
So 5-month anniversary of your ex. So can you just walk people through what you remember about that day?
Yeah. So me and my ex now, we went over to my parents' house to swim. It was a gorgeous day, beautiful, and went over there, blew up. We brought some blow up floaties and everything to lay on. Blew some of those up, and then my mom asked me to blow up something else that was like a swan thing it was like a circular tube that had like a swan head coming off of it. Blew that up, threw them all into the pool, and then went up onto the deck. I took a sip of my Manly, what are those drinks now? The seltzer,
like a High Noon or a White Claw?
Yep.
Okay.
Took a sip of that, and I saw the circular inner tube, and I was like, oh, I'm going to dive through that. Wasn't thinking at all. My parents' pool is only 5 feet deep. Dove head first, and I meant to, as soon as I hit the water, kind of just come right back up. That did not happen. I went straight down, hit the top of my head, right around here, Next thing I know, my body completely numb, couldn't move, couldn't do anything, and I was in the pool laying face down. And my first thought was, holy shit, I'm paralyzed. And then my next thought was, because my mom and my ex were in the pool, so my next thought was just like, when are they going to realize something's wrong and then I'm not messing around here? And the only thing I could do, I was able to just kind of move my head and my neck a little bit. And I remember looking up and seeing my mom's floaty. She wasn't paying attention at all. She was just kind of floating, sunbathing. And I got up like just to get my lips above the water to scream help. And then I just started going back down again. And I thought for sure that was it. I thought I was drowning. And then next thing I remember is kind of just feeling my head, because I couldn't really feel my body. My head was kind of, going through the water. So in my head, I was like, holy shit, I think I'm being pulled. And then I got pulled up out of the water, and I was just like, oh my God, help, I think I'm paralyzed. And my mom went screaming into our house. My dad came running out, jumped in the pool, was like feeling my hands. And I just remember telling my dad, like, I fucked up. My whole life I fucked up. I'm paralyzed. And he was feeling my hands, and I was just like, I cannot feel you. I can't feel it. And then the EMTs got there. They helped pull me out of the pool, got me on the stretcher, got my neck brace on, got me into the ambulance. And honestly, just bad thoughts were going through my head. I thought I was paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't know how I would ever live like that. And just bad thoughts. And then I got to Christ Hospital. They rushed me in, started, they were like, can you feel this? Can you move this? Going down my body. And then they got to my feet, and they said I was wiggling toes on my left foot. And I was like, I cannot even believe that. If I can't move anything else, how are my toes moving? I can't even feel it. So I had my ex record my foot so I can actually see it. And when I saw that, I was just like, whoa, like, okay, we got a long way to go here, but at least I'm moving, at least something a little positive out of this. And just from that moment, as soon as I saw the video of my feet, my toes wiggling, I was just like, no matter what, I'm going to get through this. I'm not paralyzed. My feet are moving. Long road ahead of me, but let's do this. And then, they told me there was no fracture. My neck wasn't broken, nothing like that. But my spine it had no room. It was just completely like pressed up. So they needed to do surgery right away to give my spine some more room. And actually I guess they removed like the inside part of like the cartilage in the bone, and they put a rod inside. So I got a rod and 4 screws now in my neck. So that's should be fun traveling around and everything like that.
You're going to have every airport security going off like
I know.
bananas.
I don't have to walk everywhere I go. Or
oh my God. Okay. So after going into the surgery and then you wake up, what was your first thought when you woke up from did you get the neck surgery that day?
No, it was the next day in the morning. They said they needed to do it pretty soon, within 48 hours. If you don't have that surgery, you're not going to have a chance really to be moving around. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much what the surgeon told me. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, I don't want to be laying in a bed or in a wheelchair my whole life. Yeah. And then, I remember getting out of the surgery, and it's really foggy. I remember the pain. I remember just asking for pain meds, and they were telling me I had to wait. And I was just like, yeah, no, that's not happening. I need them right now. Like, it's just too much.
Can you relate the pain to anything?
No, there's nothing. I don't know. It was so excruciating. They were giving me pain meds that like they give cancer patients, in like top shelf pain meds. And at times I would even ask them, like, did you just put water in there? Like, there's no pain relief at all. Like, I could not believe how much pain I was in at pretty much all times, until like the pain meds would knock me out and put me to sleep. I mean, I was just in constant agonizing pain. It was just, it makes my skin crawl even thinking about it.
I can only imagine, like, I mean, you obviously have those probably flashbacks, and you can probably still feel some of it to a point. Obviously you're in a better place now, but I bet, the thought of like that pain ever coming back again has got to be just like terrifying.
Yeah, there's certain stretches I do now. They have me lay on my stomach and like put my hands like this underneath my chin, and kind of raise up a little bit. And there's certain, like, I'll get just a tiny little bit of, oh God, yeah, I remember that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh boy. So, John, one of the things, I honestly like, I remember finding the news out from, it was either little Jimmy or it was Fran. I can't remember. Um, and we all were just trying to figure out, like what happened, and at the time, like none of us really knew. So all we could do was pray. But as you know, you've been so like honest with your journey, I think for everyone, the good days, the bad days, like it's not easy to share the bad days, but I think you sharing the bad days shows the like reality of it.
yep.
How has your like sense of vulnerability changed from what would it be 5 months ago to now?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of the type of guy that really wants to keep everything to myself, kind of hold my feelings in, classic dumb idiot guy type stuff. But yeah, going through this, you can't do that. You gotta let your feelings out. You gotta talk about things. You just gotta let it out, because it's holding that in is just something that it eats at you. It really does.
How has I mean, because obviously like I feel like you have a really, you have your family and you have your friends, and I think you have like a really good
Yep.
like online community of people who are like cheering you on. Like I seriously get so excited every time, like when I saw the video of you doing the punching and like the knee kicks, I think I had chills over my body. I was like, this fucking guy is gonna come back, and it's just gonna be like absolutely incredible to watch. And like I feel like the best spectator on the planet that I get to watch this. And like seriously, like no bullshit. Like I'm just so excited to see like what you do next and like what's to come, because honestly, I just feel like the sky is the fucking limit for you.
It's just, I don't even know what to say. That's too nice of you to say. I mean,
It's I am not blowing smoke. I don't blow smoke, you know that. It's not in my DNA. Um
oh,
but
Jennifer.
that is just the truth. So
No, it
one
is. It
of
is.
the yeah. Okay. So the one thing that you had posted, you said that when the doctors told you that like you weren't going to be able to use your arms or your hands again, and like not, I think the one thing that really shocked me was they were like, you can't pee on your own, which I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, like
Yeah.
you don't even realize that. And I'm pretty sure probably in the moment you had some choice words you probably would have liked to have said to those doctors.
Oh, I
And
still want to find where their offices are and be like, hey, how about this for not using my hands anymore?
that's where the South Side in us comes out, and I just
Yeah.
love it.
And then, yeah,
No, so my roommate he's a nurse practitioner, and I was telling him about you and about everything you've gone through, and he was saying he actually had a question for you that actually got me thinking. And you hear those words of what the doctors say, um, and something inside of you had to just snap, where in that moment you have the choice, you have two roads, and I think no one would be mad at you for choosing which road you went on, because it's your journey and it's your road. But what made you choose the road that basically told you no?
I just, there was no way that them telling me that I'm never going to use my arms or hands again or pee again by myself or any of that, there was no way I was accepting that. I was not going to accept myself to be laying in a bed or in a wheelchair, having to be pushed around or moving around in a wheelchair. I knew that I was going to be able to get back to walking and working out the way I did, and all that type of stuff. I just used what they told me in that moment of telling me all that the day after my surgery too. It's like, I don't even know how they could have said that. I mean, I could see if it's a month or two of rehab and I'm not getting any better, than okay. But how you tell me that the day after my surgery is just wild. But Yeah, I've used that as motivation every single day. I still think about that. Just looking at this guy telling me that, like, you've got to be shitting me. There's no way that's possible. Like, that's not going to happen. That's not who I am. This is a challenge I'm going to face head on, and I'm going to beat. I'm not going to just roll over and, and take it. I'm going to fight back, and I'm going to get up, and I'm going to be who I was.
What would you want to maybe tell people? Because you just have such a fighter like instinct in you, and like, what would you want to tell people maybe going through like a really challenging time? Like, what would you want them to know?
You don't know how strong you are. You're a lot stronger than you think. No matter what you're going through in life, you can always fight back, and you can always make your life better and do something to improve your life and improve yourself. And no matter how down you think you are and out of it, you're not. You can always stand back up. You can always get back up. And that's just the way it is.
Okay. I love that. I wish we could mic drop on that, but I still have more questions I want to ask.
That's right.
No, that was perfect. Okay, so again, I'm just like such a fan. And the one thing I want to take, I feel like words are so powerful. And if there's one thing I've learned since March, it's that words really have the power to, motivate someone or hurt someone or inspire someone. And I'm going to read verbatim one of your Facebook posts. And you said, instead of why me, my life sucks, poor me, negative, I thank God every day for giving me a second chance, for giving me the strength to endure this obstacle and give me the ability to roll with the punches. I do get down on myself, but I am very blessed to be seeing such positive return in such a short time. And I know things could be a lot worse. It has opened my eyes to start looking at the positives in life and to really try to stop dwelling on the negatives. So, how has seeing the glass half full changed you?
I don't know. I mean, I'm still going through this, so it's hard to really see changes and things like that. But my mentality and things, like, I do, like I said in the post, I do definitely still get down on myself, because it sucks to try to do something that I know I'm able to do, that I was able to do before, and now I struggle with, or I can't do. So it gets to me. But I mean, you gotta stay positive, and you gotta, as long as you're positivity is it's just gonna start coming around you. As long as you're thinking positive things are gonna happen. If you keep thinking negative things are gonna happen. I mean, I really do believe that, because I mean, I've been negative about things, and then negative things happen, and now look at me now. I'm as positive as possible. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say, because, like, it's just, I can't believe where I was to where I am now in 5 months is just, it's really a blessing, and life's awesome. It really is.
Yeah,
Because I think really could have gone a bad way for me.
so within 5 months, you've already come a long way. I'm a big believer in, like, who is texting me? Oh, sorry. I don't know. That was really loud. We'll turn that off.
So popular.
I don't know about that. But I really believe in, like, the power of, like, manifestation, and what you want in your life. I really think you can get, but you have to also put the work into it. And it's like the law of attraction. So 5 months, you've already come a long way, and you've seen positive results. And as much as I'm gonna punch myself in the face for asking this question, I feel like I really want to ask it. Can you imagine where you'll be in a year?
I mean, it's hard to imagine that, because I really thought where I'm at now, it was going to take me a year or two. I didn't think I'd be running on a treadmill in 5 months. That's for sure. I mean, it's just crazy where I'm at right now. And a year from now, Shit, I hope I'm better than I was. I'm even better than what I was before this injury.
Can you
Oh,
just go ahead? What were you saying?
no, I hope I am at least.
I'll put money on it. I'll go to Vegas and put money on it that you'll be better in a year than before. Um,
Yeah, too good to
can
me.
you describe John in the end of like prior to this? Like, do you recognize that person anymore?
Um, yeah, I mean, I definitely have changed, but I'm still trying to get back to who I was and where I was and things like that. It's just this really has kind of affected the way I look at things and kind of my mentality on maybe not getting so angry all the time at things and the stupid Irish anger that I have. So you know,
Yep.
really, I
What do
mean,
what do we call it? Oh
there we go.
yeah. It's that Irish stubbornness can really get the better of us at
Yeah,
times, unfortunately.
it's not a good thing.
No, it's not. A lot of therapy to help me get over that shit. I'm still working on her.
Oh yeah,
She
oh
she gets a little angry. We don't like her. But obviously, like, it's still a journey and you're still on this journey. But within 5 months, how has your outlook on life changed?
yeah. I mean, again, I just think this whole how I've kind of changed my mind at looking at things that I really was just so negative on myself. I looked at everything like I'm not good enough and this and that, and I gotta stop dwelling on things like that. Just be myself, live my life, and have fun. Do what I want to do.
Do
I'm here.
what you want.
Second chance.
Second chance. Okay, let's have a quick cheers, and we're gonna get into my favorite part, which is ridiculous random rapid fire question game. Okay.
Oh God.
Mm. It's fun, I promise. I promise it's fun. This is my favorite part because it's just all over the place. Okay, what is something people would be surprised to know about you?
I mean, I'm just plain old John. There's really nothing. I mean, what you see is what you get.
Okay, I love that. Socks or slippers?
Socks.
Socks? Really? Are they like the cruise? You got them on right now, don't you? Yeah, you do. I got sock slippers on right now. I love slippers, and they're like the fuzzy ones inside, so they like keep your feet nice and toasty. It's nice.
I don't think I've ever worn slippers in my life, actually.
Really? Have you
Yeah,
ever tried slippers?
I think I have. Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean, I think I tried them and I was just like, yeah, nah.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say they changed my life. I'm like that. I'm like such an old woman now. I'm like,
Maybe
I'll
for
give me
give it a try one more time.
one more time. One more time. What is your go-to drink of choice when you're at a bar?
Bud Light,
Bud Light.
easy.
What is the
Mix,
kindest or Michelob? Did you say?
no, mixed drink vodka Red Bull too.
Oh, heart racing through the roof.
Oh, I just plank those back too.
I
Just
know. Me and Vodka are not friends. I can't drink her anymore. She's not nice to me. Um, it's not good. It's the last time I drank her. Well, actually, it was a bad day of drinking because we weren't planning on drinking. So I started off with wine because it was like a small get together, and I was like, oh, if we're not like doing it, like I'll just drink wine. And then they were like, we're going out. And I was like, okay, I'll switch to claws. And then they were like, we're out of claws. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll have vodka. Like, where in my right fucking mind did I think that that was the positive thing to do? I don't know.
I mean, that all sounds good to me. I don't know what's wrong about
Oh, in the moment it was great. I was
that.
hung over the next day until 7:30 at night, and I laid in my sister's bed, and she came in and she's like, "What are you doing up here? Like, are you hung over?" And I said it with like the straightest face. I was like, "I am hung over as shit right now." And she's like, "Wait, are you being sarcastic or are you being serious?" I was like, "No, I'm being so serious. I'm so hungover."
Oh man,
I
I
just got
cannot wait to take a shot of vodka with you.
Oh, no vodka. No, I'll take Jameson. No vodka. No
Okay.
vodka. Okay, what is the kindest thing a stranger has done for you?
Wow, these questions. What I don't know.
You got come on. Think or what's the
Strangers don't
kindest
do
thing
anything. They look they look at me and run away. They're like, "Who's this freak red-headed pale weirdo? Get away from me."
Not nice. Well, what's the kindest thing you've done for a stranger?
I don't know, maybe pay for like a food for the person behind me or something like that. I've done that before.
There we go. I love that. It's my favorite time of year. It's Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
It's got to be the Christmas Story. It's just on all
Chris.
the time. I'm always watching it because it's always on.
All right. Since we went to high school together, what's your fondest high school memory?
Um, Probably just playing football.
Was there
Definitely, definitely miss
any
that.
say that again?
I definitely miss that.
Yeah.
That was a thing in my life where I was like, okay, I know I'm good at this.
Football was fun to watch. I enjoyed a good Friday night under the lights at the Institute on Michigan. Um, are you for Christmas? Are you a gift? Do you like getting gifts or receiving gifts?
Giving gifts.
Okay, what's the best gift you've ever given someone?
Oh, probably something for my nieces. Like I've given them like $200 in cash or bought them like, you know, whatever, like the Nintendo Switch or whatever it is, things like that. I love to spoil my nieces and nephews. So
Oh, so you're obviously the favorite uncle then.
pretty much, yeah. They
Pretty
always
much.
are like, Uncle John's my favorite.
Don't
Oh,
tell
my,
anyone else. We won't tell them.
no,
We'll edit that
just
out.
get this part out. Yes,
Uh,
please.
if you could have dinner with any three famous people, living or dead, who would they be?
Oh, why you gotta do this to me?
It's fun because it's what I do.
Three people who I would like
Mhm.
to have dinner with.
Mhm. Famous, living or dead.
Boy, oh boy. Um, no.
Okay, I'll give you mine. So, um, I would love to have Amelia Earhart because I want to know what happened.
Where are you, lady?
I want to know what happened. Um, Amy Winehouse because I think she was the most misunderstood human being. I just really do. Um, hmm.
See, like I don't even know one.
And maybe, and Matthew McConaughey.
That's a good one.
Matthew
That's a good
McConaughey. I just finished
one. He's
listening
just
to. Oh, he's the best. His book, Green Lights. I suggest it, but I suggest not reading the book. I suggest listening to the book because he narrates the whole book. And I've literally been like journaling, and when I write it, he's the narrator in my fucking head.
I'm literally doing as soon as we're done with this, I'm doing that and listening
Do
to him.
it. Do it. It's on. It was the best thing. He's so fascinating. But come on, seriously, think about it. Who would you want? Living or dead? If you could have dinner with anyone, like if you like questions you want to ask people who fascinate you.
Jenna, I don't know.
Come on. I'm not leaving until you answer this question.
Why? Next
Because
question.
okay, how about this? Think about it. I'm going to put a star next to it. And if I remember to come back to it, we'll come back to it. So just like think about it in the back of your mind, okay? What's the best piece of advice someone's giving you?
Probably my dad, and it's actually been the one thing that I've always thought about throughout this whole entire injury. Since I was a kid, he's always told me, whatever you put your mind to, if you get your mind right, you can do it. If your mind can control and do whatever you want, as long as you want to do it, you can get it done. That's it. Get your mind right, and as long as your mind and your heart want something, you can go and do it.
Wise words from Papa Arenz.
Yes.
I will drink to that. Okay. So we're both from Chicago. And I've started asking Chicagoans this question because I think it's really funny. And we think it's normal, but it's not. What is the craziest guy that you have?
The what?
So, you know how Chicagoans are always like, "Oh, don't worry, I got a guy." Like
Oh,
we got a guy for everything. I have a butcher guy, I have an Amazon Fire Stick jailbreaking guy, I have a foot detox guy. What's the craziest guy you got?
craziest? I mean, I don't know. We used to have like our weed guy and stuff like that as kids, and like, of course. And um, let's see. I just broke something.
Your head tilted down. There we
Yeah,
go. Or
there we
tilted up,
go.
I guess.
Something's going on here. Hold on a sec.
No worries.
Sorry.
It's all good.
All
There we
right, we
go.
back. We back. Um, got a guy for. I remember I used to have somebody that knew how to. The Xbox 360s. They used to get the red ring of death. It was
I
like
can't.
if something was wrong, like the Xbox 360s would all of a sudden you would work fine one day. You would go to turn it on, and it would just have four red rings around it, and your Xbox was like broken. It
What's
would,
oh,
but I knew somebody that knew how to fix that, so that was cool. And
there we
dude
go.
made a shitload of money doing that.
So you had an Xbox guy.
Yeah.
Upgrade. Oh no. Okay, actually medium. All right. Okay, what is going to be oh no, that's not the question. Sorry. Who should my next guest be?
Damn, your next guest, the next Bears head coach, because it's not going to be Matt Nagy.
It will not be Matt Nagy. I like that head coach, Chicago Bears. I might have a guy to get me that, so we'll work on that.
That would be nice.
We'll work on that. It might be a little while, but we'll work on it. What is going to be the first thing you're going to do post pandemic once like the vaccine's out and we can live, I guess?
I mean, just get blacked out with all my buddies, with everybody. We're all me, you, little Jim. We're just gonna go crazy.
I
It's gonna
am
be
down for that.
gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
We're
Okay.
gonna burn the city down.
Oh no, in like a good way though,
It's
like
good. Oh yeah.
like a fun like Animal
Not,
House kind of way, you know,
yeah. In a blackout drunk way.
in a blackout drunk kind of way. Perfect. Okay, and then last question: what have I started asking this question when I was doing this, like the very first episode, but I honestly feel like it still rings true. What have you learned the most about yourself since the beginning of the pandemic till now?
That I really hate being isolated. But being alone and not being able to like see people often makes you want to just go crazy. That's
That is,
crazy is like a real thing. It's just like, can I please get out of my house already and go somewhere and be around friends? Like this is crazy.
I know. I'm such a I get torn because there are times where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm a bartender. I miss people, I miss life. And then there's like, I've been home and I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like my couch. It's surprised me how much I've actually enjoyed this like chill time. But then like the minute I get around people, I'm like, oh, I miss all of you guys.
I know. I just miss going to a bar or, it's just like, what? Come
I
on,
know.
give it
I
back.
know. I know. It'll be back. Okay. So if you will please raise your glass with me, we always end on a toast. And this toast is to you. And it's tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Perfect.
Cheers. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. John and I got to chat a little bit afterwards, and post-pandemic, we'll definitely be getting drinks. I cannot wait for like us and like all of our buddies to like get together again and just like hang out like with like some sense of normalcy, So hopefully that's soon. Fingers crossed. So I cannot wait for that day. Guys, if you are interested in getting in touch with me and getting in touch with Bar Talk, you can reach out to Bar Talks on Facebook. Where are we on? We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Or you can always send me an email, bartalkwithjenna@gmail.com. If you guys have questions, guest recommendations, if you'd be interested in sponsoring this podcast, guys, shoot me a text. I'm open for business. Okay, I'm hoping to get like 2 more interviews for you guys by the end of the year. It's a little bit hard right now with the holiday season, just because I think everyone's kind of like in their own world and hyperdrive. So I'm gonna try, but if not, I am excited because I'm gonna have some great stuff coming up for you guys, especially come the beginning of the year. I think once the holidays kind of like die down a little bit, everyone's like able to like get back on track. There was one more thing I wanted to say too. What was that other thing I wanted to say? I don't remember. God, I'm having really bad brain farts today, guys. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I know some of you guys. I'm still learning about this and what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so the podcast, the videos, the social media. I'm still trying to figure it all out. So I don't know if everyone who listens to this watches some of the videos that I do, but I'm not gonna lie. We have one of my favorite segments is my drink of the week segment. So I don't know if you guys have watched any of them, but the drink that I did last week was a spiked hot chocolate, and I've already made it like 3 times. It's really good. So guys, I'm going to have some amazing festive cocktails and punches for you coming up this season. So be on the lookout for that. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Bar Talk with Jenna, where you can get all those videos. But again, I post them across all social platforms, so you should be able to see them on all platforms. So that was the other thing I wanted to remind you guys about. So just be on the lookout for some of those drink of the weeks. I have loved them so much. And our friends who sponsor that, Main Street Wine and Spirits out in Countryside, are fantastic. And, they provide me with all the liquor, which is the hardest thing to do I can't make the drinks without the liquor, and it's expensive, but they have some really great, inexpensive bottles of wine, bottles of champagne. They gave me 2, a bottle of Prosecco and a bottle of champagne, at $10 and $12. And the woman who I communicate with, her name is Nancy. She's a sommelier, and she could not believe how absolutely amazing these drinks were at their price point. So, guys, head on over to Main Street Wine and Spirits out in Countryside. Their liquor and wine selection is absolutely fantastic and so impressive. And I love them because they're a small business too, family owned and operated, just like my family business. Okay, so that's it today. That is all. I will see you guys next time. But in the meantime, make sure that everyone takes the time to realize we have more in common with each other than we have different. I'll see you next time. Take care.